Hello, are we live?
Are we live?
I think so.
Let's make sure the chat says we're live. Are we live, chat?
Let's wait for the chat to confirm the liveness of the thing.
Valentine's patch.
We live. Live.
I think Casey's telling us to turn the game audio down.
Oh, it's getting much loud.
We're live, yeah. Welcome to our office.
Yes.
We've never streamed inside our office before.
Well, I guess we have, but not from this room.
Well,
We streamed from the tiny room,
yes,
right?
but I mean,
I think that's good.
from the end user's perspective,
Oh.
they've never seen the office before.
Really?
Oh.
Not really. I mean,
Yeah.
usually our faces fill up the...
Oh yeah, you're right.
That's true.
It's cool. So they can see our nicer...
Okay, so what are we doing? Shona, what are we doing today?
Oh god, I don't know.
Should we introduce ourselves first?
Yes, do it.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Hi, I'm Shona. I'm QA Tech here.
I'm Rodrigo, Technical Director.
And I'm Finn, CEO, and because given that you're QA Tech, does that mean that if there are any bugs, it's your fault?
No, I don't know.
I mean, you could argue they're my fault,
They could be your fault.
but I could also argue that...
You could argue that it's my fault.
I could argue it's your fault, yes. If they're design bugs.
Should we all take responsibility?
Yeah, let's just share the
Oh no,
responsibility.
I don't.
Okay, so this stream, what's this stream about? The stream is about the upcoming patch.
Yep.
Hello, Casey.
Hello.
Hello.
Just turn your sound down.
Thank you.
Did Shona do a bad job?
I don't know what
Sorry,
I'm doing.
technical.
I'm
Q-
QA, not
the stream
technical.
QA is not up to scratch.
I don't think I've ever QA'd footage.
Okay,
Oh, I closed the chat.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the chat up as well, just in case.
it's great. This is like modern living. We're all on our phones.
Yeah.
Like at a
So
dinner party.
exciting.
Okay,
Cool.
there we go.
Okay, so this stream is about the upcoming patch, which is 1.20.
Yep.
We are very close to done with this patch, but there is a submission process, and so it's going to be a little while
A
away.
little bit of QA, make sure
Yeah, a little
everything
bit,
is
yes,
Yes,
make sure it's good.
working.
But given that going through submission takes a little while, we wanted to show everyone what we've been working on, and just kind of go through the changelog and talk about upcoming stuff.
Yeah, so do we start with campaign stuff?
I don't know, Katie, does this sound good?
Oh yeah, Katie's.
Are we good now?
I think we've got 2 sounds good and fine. So we're
Okay.
Right.
Thank you, Katie.
Goodbye.
So, do you ready to go?
Okay, so let me go to the campaign. Is this campaign? Yeah, good place to start trying things.
You know that it is.
Okay.
we
I mean,
we
I'm
previously discussed this.
I don't know if you.
I
if
enjoy
you
your
want-
stream.
I
I'm
don't know if
enjoying
you-
your stream persona, but we had just had this discussion.
I mean, yes, but what if you had just changed your mind? It's like, no, actually,
Okay,
let's
all
start
right,
with-
fine.
Okay.
So let me bring up the changelog because a lot has changed, and I don't want to miss
So we've
anything out.
changed a lot of the difficulties settings.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
the first thing
that's-
is
difficulties.
difficulty.
So shiny.
So we have presets now,
hmm
and do you want to talk about them?
Well, yes, we have presets. We were listening to the community, and one of the things that we kept hearing back was that people didn't like to use the sliders necessarily because they didn't really know how much easier or how much harder they were making the game. And we acknowledge that the game is very difficult, so the default preset is hard mode, but you can go down and down and down. The other thing that we've changed though is that you can earn 3 stars at lower difficulty levels now, so if you want to unlock additional content, or you want to, I can't really speak about spoilers, but there are cool things to unlock with the stars, and if you want to be able to get those, you can do that at lower difficulties, but you can't get an S rank unless you're at the default difficulty level.
And
Yeah.
that is the default, yeah.
Yeah.
And we go all the way down to, what do we call it, story mode?
Yeah.
Story mode, yeah, which is very, very easy if you just want to play through the story.
Yeah. So these 2 lower difficulty levels have further restrictions on
That's right,
number of
yeah,
stars.
2 stars and 1 star. And there's obviously on the right side there's a custom difficulty level which lets you just adjust it however you like.
Whatever you want.
So it's a small change, and Wargroove was always intended to be a sort of a difficult, challenging game. But we also wanted to make sure everyone could see the entirety of the story, because as most people probably know by now, there are different endings depending on how well you do. Yeah, anything to add? on difficulty?
No, a bunch of people are asking about hard being default, and yeah, I think it's because the hard difficulty is the standard rules of the game, and this is how we feel the game should be played if you like a challenging game. I think
Yeah,
it's fair to
that's
say.
fair. I mean, it's interesting though. I think balancing this game and choosing the difficulty level of this game has been a really interesting experience. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
We have heard some people tell us that we should leave it absolutely alone and not to touch it at all. We've heard people tell us it's absurdly too hard, and we've had people tell us it's too easy.
Yep.
Quite a few people saying it's too easy for them. So, yeah, it's a tough one. But hopefully this goes some of the way to remedying that.
Somebody's asking if the stream is spoiler-free, and yes, we might show a little bit of the early campaign for some examples.
It should be pretty much spoiler-free.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think we've got anything unlocked that...
Yeah, we might
We
show
can't
like
avoid.
2-1 for some of the
That's
changes.
fine. That's not really a spoiler, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if you haven't gotten
2-1.
past Act 1, there might be minor spoilers. But other than that, shouldn't have anything.
And someone is asking, what does S rank do? It doesn't actually affect anything.
Other than the achievement?
Yeah,
Other
there is an
achievements for it?
achievement for it. Yeah, that's true. But it doesn't unlock anything. It doesn't, grant access to anything. It turns these little flags gold.
Yeah, which is nice.
Which is nice. But it's purely a bragging rights thing. Okay, so what's next? What did we say? We wanted to show off the new save system.
Yes. What's a good mission to do that in? Maybe this one actually.
I'd say that.
Oh, actually, before we show that,
Mhm.
maybe we should show skipping.
Oh,
Because there's going to be a cutscene.
yeah. So one of the other things that we heard people loud and clear on is the ability to skip through both cutscenes and battle scenes more quickly. So we've massively sped that up.
Yes. So,
Do you wanna, so it's pretty quick on a cutscene, and is it fair to say it's lightning fast on a battle screen?
Is it
You
half a
maybe
second?
pick the worst mission.
I
first.
might not pick the best mission for this, now that I think about it. Should I quit and do a different one? Let's try to play this way.
You could turn it to fast.
Oh yeah, which is a new feature.
Yeah.
We're kind of going all over the place though. But okay, since you did mention that, we do have a new option, which is the movement animation speed, and we can set that to always fast, and that means everybody moves faster. Don't have to hold down B for that. Just a little speed up. Oh, and this is also new. It's optional, but we had a lot of people saying they've been accidentally ending the turn, so we have a confirmation box.
Yeah, we are jumping around here a lot.
Yeah. There's
Sorry.
just so much.
So
there's a
let's
lot.
look at the
Yeah.
options, because
Okay.
that encompasses all of this stuff.
Let's look at the options.
So we have a few new options, not too many, but so we have the movement animation speed. So as you said, you can switch that to fast and it will just speed up the game in general. We've got the end turn confirmation box, which, if you're prone to accidentally ending your turn, you can switch that on and you'll get a confirmation. We have re-enabled, this was actually enabled earlier in development. Go back a sec.
What?
The zoom.
Oh, not in this build, but yes.
Oh yeah, but it's going
Yeah.
to be in the patch. So you'll be able to set your zoom level even when you're in TV mode. So if you like the zoom level on the Switch, you can zoom in TV mode, and hopefully that helps people out a little bit with accessibility. And then we've added this new advanced tab to the options menu. We've moved a couple of things under there that were there already, but the new one is show damage range. This is for, I suppose, advanced players, would you say? So it's
Yeah.
off by default. And I guess you'll see what it looks like in a second.
Actually, I should move this so I don't.
So you almost ended your turn too early,
Yeah.
and it saved you.
I mean, yeah.
So do you want to skip the battle
Yeah,
animation?
so it's
You
very
just
quick.
hold the button down, in fact, it goes very, very
Yeah.
fast. Okay, so the full damage range. Now you can see both the minimum and maximum damage you'll do to a unit. There's not a huge amount of variation because there isn't that much RNG in Wargroove. But we know some advanced players wanted to get a full picture of what they were seeing.
Yeah, so if you care about every little number, then this should hopefully satisfy that need. See the chat.
Rodrigo, you have to show just how quickly you can skip battles.
Oh yeah.
You keep waiting for them to start and then skipping, and I want people to see how
because
quick.
I'm not used to. Okay, I'm just gonna end my turn and let the enemy attack me, and then I'm just gonna hold B through this turn.
There we go. And as nice as the battle screens are, I can see why, you know, when you're really into a game, especially an online game that's been going on for a while, you want to be able to get through them really quick. So
yeah, I'm gonna disable this now. I think everybody has seen what it's like. What else do we want to show?
So the next thing, I guess, and this is a big one, I think this is a massive quality of life change, is the effectiveness chart.
Oh yes, of course, which was probably overwhelmingly the most requested change.
Yeah, I think that's probably true.
So
first of all, they've been switched to icons, and we are going to change a couple of these icons, I think.
yeah,
I mean, what is that?
it's the villager. Yeah.
But you get to see exactly how much damage you do. This is the averaged out value, but it's yeah.
Yeah, it should be far more readable than before.
As you can see, it works on gamepad. This is the Switch version. You just hold the button down, and it lets you go through.
See on the screens. Works on the recruits as well. This is broken. But
It's a patch in progress.
Yep. Yep.
Just rewriting all the bugs down.
Also check on the enemy, of course.
Yeah. Okay. So hopefully this makes the game a lot more accessible to new players. Oh, the other thing it does, which we didn't mention, is that now it only actually shows you the units that are on the map.
Yes. That's why you're only seeing so few units in these. So if I check this swordsman, it's only showing these because this is all that's available on the map.
I say on the map. It also shows units that are recruitable, or if you make a custom campaign, or even the official campaign, and certain units will spawn in. It shows those units as well, which sometimes can be a little bit of a spoiler, I guess. But at the same time, we felt overall it was more important to be showing off the effectiveness chart. Okay, what's next? Okay, the other thing that we can show in campaign mode is now we show off the A rank and S rank requirements.
Oh yes.
So under the map objectives, it now shows you how many turns you have to beat the map in to get the S rank.
Which has been a massive source of confusion for players. Hopefully this will...
also, this shows S rank because you've already completed this mission.
Yes.
If you haven't completed a mission before, it shows you the A rank as well.
Yes, so if I resign here... Oh, there was something else that I should have shown before, but we can do it. If I go to this mission that I haven't completed yet, let's skip to this, it should show us the A rank turns, which is what you need for 3 stars. I believe you just said it.
That's right. So if you beat the A rank, it will start to show you the S rank turns.
And again, this is because for most people, the A rank is all they really care
and I
about.
think we kind of established that for a lot of people, S rank might be a little too unobtainable because you have to be in hard mode as well. So it made sense that we show the A rank because that's what you need to get to the end of the game. So
I think while we're here, we can show the other new campaign-related feature.
Yeah, sure.
Astute viewers might have noticed.
So this is a controversial one actually because we posted a thread about this and. Ultimately, we asked for people's opinions, and the decision was actually quite split, I think. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I think it was kind of 50-50.
But ultimately, we decided to go with it, which is we now have checkpoint saving in the game. Do you want to just show how it works?
Yeah, okay. So I'm in this position, and at any point, I can go under mission, and I can choose save checkpoint. Checkpoint is created. If I now, for whatever reason, die, I'll just resign, I guess. Maybe this way. Except that I move on to the enemy turn. It's like, oh, that was a bad turn, gonna be signed. And from here, if I retry, I get the option of loading the checkpoint instead of restarting the mission, and then go back from where I was.
However,
However,
there is a cost.
yes. What was the cost again? You can't do S. It's the S star gets locked out, right?
Yes, S rank.
Yes.
You can't S rank a mission if you use the checkpoint. So that high level goal of S ranking every mission is still there, and it's still just as tough. There was a lot of opinions about what this should be. We discussed it a lot internally. Some people thought we should limit stars, etc., etc. But again, ultimately, we're trying to open up the game to make it more accessible. So we put this in there. One thing we're still considering, and it might be nice to hear some feedback on it still, is whether or not you should have to decide before you go into the match whether or not you can use checkpoints. And the star is limited, the S rank is limited from the start. So this could be an option that we put on the difficulty screen rather than just taking that away from you when you use it. So it'd be good to hear people's opinion on that, I think.
Yes. I'm sure everybody's going to agree and there will be no disagreements on this.
So someone noticed the question marks for income.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
which is
I forgot about that.
part of a large set of changes on Fog of War due to overwhelming request. So do you have the full list of Fog of War changes in front of you? Because there's so many I can take.
Okay, let's see if I can go through them. So yeah,
Let
first
me-
of all, we heard people on Fog of War.
Let me change to a different match actually.
So for us, I think it's fair to say Fog of War is never sort of the intended way to play Wargroove in a sort of PvP scenario. Wargroove is balanced around having complete information and strategizing on that basis. And as such, I think that when we first launched, we had a Fog of War model that tried to keep some of those things intact. So for example, we tried to make it clear, what units were being recruited, even if you couldn't see where they are and stuff like that. But it seems that, people who are really into Fog of War, they really wanted complete Fog of War where you couldn't see anything at all. And as a result, we made a lot of changes to Fog of War, and I'm going to try and read them out. So, the first one, perhaps one of the most obvious ones, is that you no longer get the smoke puffs when you spawn a unit in Fog of War. So you have no idea if a barracks has spawned a unit anymore. Of course, the money is also hidden, so you can't track people's money to find out whether or not they spawn a unit. We don't show battle scenes under Fog of War anymore, so if you are playing a 3-player match, for instance, and 2 of those players attack each other, you don't get to see what their units are, you don't get to see what's going on there.
With the caveat that if one of the 2 units involved is visible, then you get to see it.
Oh yes, of course. We don't show who owns buildings inside of Fog of War anymore, so they're just grayed out.
Yeah, I believe that, I forgot how this mission goes. Is this mission under Green Finger's control?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, it's not. But yeah, like all of those show as neutral, but some of them are actually under enemy control. What else? Number of effects.
You don't see
and
any
grooves.
grooves or any other kind of effects, healing effects or whatever under Fog of War anymore.
There was a change to ally Fog of War.
Yeah.
Yes, that changed quite dramatically. So
Yeah.
now shared Fog of War works correctly. If your team is still alive, you can still see your team's vision. You don't get the map revealed to you. You don't become a spectator, essentially. It's only if your entire team is eliminated that you then become a spectator to the match.
Minor
Does that
change,
cover
but
it?
you might have noticed the Fog of War updates a bit faster as well.
Which is very welcome, actually.
Yeah.
Fog of War matches were quite slow. I think that's most of it. There were some small bug fixes. There was a way to use the enemy range grid to figure out if there were other units in the Fog of War. That no longer works.
Oh yeah, the sonar bug.
Dubbed the sonar bug, yeah. And yeah, the attack cursor doesn't show anymore. So there's a lot of small sort of bug fixes. So hopefully we have more or less complete Fog of War now.
Yeah.
We're still doing a bunch of testing on this.
Yeah. So if it breaks now, it's not my fault. I just have
Right. Passing black. Yeah. Okay, what else do we have on this?
Do we want to look at next? One interesting one, it's kind of an aside, but I just thought I'd mention it now anyway because there's not a good time to mention it. We've changed how Ryota's Groove works.
Oh yeah.
I believe that's in this build, right?
That is.
I definitely have not tested it.
Okay.
Because I've
Theoretically,
been
I
playing
can
with
go in the
before.
map editor and
Yeah.
give it a
So
try.
if this is broken, it is 100% my fault because I haven't looked at it yet.
I mean, how can it be
I
your
don't-
fault if you haven't checked it yet? I'm not sure
we
that's
take
how
them.
it works.
So the change, basically, as you guys probably already know, Ryota dashes over lines of units in order to deal damage when he does his groove. He can sort of... This groove is always really difficult to describe without drawing a diagram or something. But he can change direction whenever there's a gap. So he can actually potentially jump over huge numbers of units, but we were finding that it was just too situational. And it was difficult for you as a player to actually set up an interesting scenario. So what we've done is we've allowed Ryota to also jump over his own units. He doesn't do any damage to them, but what it means is you can move units into position and then set up a really big combo, which is really cool.
Yeah, okay, so theoretically he should be able to jump through these and then these, but previously he wouldn't be able to attack these because there's a gap here. Now, by putting this unit here, I'm just going to have him wait. Assuming this is working. What?
He could have attacked and done extra damage.
Yeah, but then he would also have taken... So, da.
Never see me coming.
Yeah.
And it works.
So it works, yes. Good, great.
On top of that, Tenri's groove has been adjusted slightly. It had a bit of an error. It was supposed to charge a little slower than it did, and that was recorded in the codex, but it actually charged faster than it was supposed to, and that's been fixed. We're aware of other grooves needing some balance. That won't be in this patch yet. We're going to do a balance
Speaking
patch.
of...
Yeah. We're going to do a separate balance patch for that, but we wanted to give Ryota some extra functionality, as also this was reflected in the codex as well. So this was
this correcting it to the intended
Yeah.
behavior of Tenri's groove.
okay, so what else do we have?
Is there anything else in single player before we go to multiplayer?
Just checking. Oh, teams. I mean, you could show that off in... It's up to how you want to show it
Yeah,
off.
I can do it in
A
local.
lot of-
Oh, actually, something that I'm... It's these. We have a bunch of new co-op maps.
Yeah. So, people were looking for co-op maps to play, and we wanted to just provide a bunch of content. So now we're shipping, how many is it?
7?
Seven co-op maps with the patch. They're quite challenging. You fight against 2 commanders on the same team, which is cool.
So I'm gonna set, I guess, an AI as my friend. Although, should I actually pick the map with Fog of 4 to show this team stuff better? But yeah, whatever. It's just this.
Someone's asking what we want to do with Nuru.
We don't know
we
yet, I
are
guess.
Probably my first attempt is going to be just to slow down her charge rate. A lot of people seem to think we should not allow the unit to move in the same turn, and that we might end up having to do that. The thing with that, I think it just makes the groove much less fun.
Yeah.
So to start with, I'm going to try down just massively slowing down her charge rate and see how that affects things.
There's a few other options have
But
been
we have
proposed,
other
like
options, yeah.
increasing the price. Who knows? Okay, so the change here is we now have those little numbers in the overview screen.
Yeah, so now, I mean, it seems like a simple change, but it was quite highly requested, I think. We show the teams.
Yeah.
There's little 1s and 2s and 3s and 4s.
Don't know how easy it is to see on the stream,
Yeah.
but
And this is one of the co-op maps. So as you can see, you're actually teaming up against Marcia and Emmerich.
and the objective is to defeat both of them.
You
Is
have
that
to
correct?
defeat both of them.
Right. And if either of the two human players gets defeated, then they lose, right?
That's right.
Okay. And that's the rule for all 7 of them?
Yes, but there are some sort of not variations in terms of rules, but variations in terms of setup. For example, one of them has you defending your allies' base rather than your own base, which is kind of interesting. Also, some of them have more than 1 HQ, or whatever it is.
But what just happened, is that new to this patch? I forgot. The deaths being simultaneous instead of units dying one at a time.
Yeah, yeah.
Is
The
this-
Yes,
Yeah,
it was sped up for this patch as well.
Okay.
Was it this patch?
I don't know if this is live. I'm sure the chat will tell us.
Yeah, I don't know. I know it's something we've been wanting to put in for ages because resigning was impossible. You just had to wait for every unit to die, and yeah.
So I think, other than that, I think there's one more big change.
Mm-hmm.
Am I missing anything else?
No, I think we spoke about all the changes affect. Oh, there were fixes to co-op mode in a map that was already designed for co-op. Like if you play this map and then
Oh, right,
you set it
yeah.
to co-op, there was a bug.
Yeah, there was a bug
the
fix there because it used to
2v2
be,
stuff.
what was it? If you set it to co-op on a co-op map,
Yeah.
then it's not co-op.
Yeah.
Well, then it becomes
But it-
true co-op. It becomes like everybody on the same team.
Right.
And then it
Excessively
automatically
co-op.
But if you set it
Yeah.
to free-for-all on a co-op map, it was
Yeah,
co-op.
yeah,
But now
that's
that's
right.
fixed and
Yeah,
it
that's
works
fixed.
as you would expect
Yeah.
it to work.
So 2v2
Okay.
now works fine as well.
There's also been some fixes to, just to list off some fixes, Sparrow bombs no longer crash the game if you use the map editor to
Oh, yeah.
kill them, so you can have some fun there just blowing lots and lots of things up. You no longer have to, you no longer can in fact, use the wait command on vines or crystals. So if you are playing Greenfinger or Emmerich and you spawn vines or crystals, you don't have to wait them and your turn will also end as it's supposed to when you use all of your other units. And there was a bug fix with Elodie, which was quite amusing. But for spoilery reasons, we won't go into that. Is it too much that I said her name already?
I think.
Uh-oh.
But okay.
Rodrigo is very spoiler sensitive, and I am very much
yeah, I'm
not.
not either.
Yeah.
So whenever we talk about spoilers, there's this
It's always
little bit of-
interesting. Somebody's asking if you can still reinforce vines. I think we
What?
should probably look into that.
Send it to me.
Somebody's also asking if we changed puzzle 9. I think we did change a puzzle, and it might be puzzle 9, but I don't have puzzles unlocked in this save.
I'm assuming that's the Ryota puzzle. I don't know them by number, I know them by layout.
Yeah, I don't know which one it was. Is it a Ryota one that we fixed?
I suspect that's the one I'm talking about because of the Ryota change.
No, there was one that was fixed like last
There was one that's fixed, yeah, but I'm just wondering which one's which.
I can't remember. We fixed a puzzle. Might have been a one.
Okay, so yeah, I think that's pretty much everything, and we can go into the last big change.
Which is the multiplayer one?
Do I need to boot up a Switch and join you? Or do you want to do it, Shona?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Oh, there's actually a minor change right here.
Oh yeah, so it's a very minor change, but we noticed that some people were confused previously with this list. They thought it was a server list,
Yeah.
and that there were no servers available to play on. So we've just made clear that it's a game in progress list, and you should start a new match.
Yeah. Okay, I guess I'll start a match. By the way, if anybody on stream is thinking, oh, I'm gonna join this and crash the... this is on a dev server, so it's not gonna work. So, sorry. Let me just pick a 4-player map.
Oh, that's the worst 4-player match we've picked.
Really?
Did you want to do Fog of War as well?
No,
Oh, you can't change it now anyway.
it's fine.
Oh. Well, no, I can still leave, and I actually probably do want to do Fog of War, right? 'Cause
Okay.
we can then show the Fog of War changes. What's wrong with this map?
It's because you have to destroy 2.
Right. Okay.
gates
Which
first.
map do you recommend?
None of them.
Wow.
I really like Knight's
Positive.
Holtz and.
Which one?
Nice
Knight's
hold.
Holtz.
Down 2. 3.
And is it? What was the one underneath? The one underneath. That's a good one.
Okay.
As well,
Nice
4-player.
hope. Nice hope it is.
Read me some numbers.
6, 9, Charlie, Golf, Bravo, Lima.
Of course you're. Of course, that's just you all over.
What?
Just say CGBL.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not a native speaker. It could be misunderstand what I'm saying.
Yeah, but if I get it wrong, the it's not life or death.
Wow.
You just tell me. Whoops.
Okay, I'm just gonna transfer here.
Okay. Who should I do?
Oh, I forgot you said it
Yeah, you
as
did.
co-op. Some genius.
Rodrigo. No, let's. Okay, I'm going to just talk about the change while she set this
Yeah.
back up. So,
Okay.
were you looking to do some sort of reveal?
Well, it's just.
All right, I won't talk about the change.
Okay. Let's not mess this up this time.
Someone on the chat called Hellfire said,
Hellfire.
"I heard that Chucklefish has a lot of nerds in the company. Is that true?"
Oh yeah, that Hellfire. I see him.
There's this one nerd called William.
Yeah. William's such a nerd.
He might be the biggest nerd.
Okay, so you want me to do
Right.
normal style then?
Normal style. You read whatever you do it however you like.
No, I'll do it normal style for you. T
Wait.
F.
I haven't. Okay, give me a normal style.
T F E P K 8.
For some reason, I was just switching to caps all the time. You don't need to do that.
No.
No, I always do that.
Right, who should I be?
Sure, why not?
What?
I mean, it's just because I picked one for you.
Yeah.
earlier.
No, who should I be?
You should be Caesar because I'm Mercy, right? We should be a team together.
Is that how this goes? Is that how this
Yeah,
is?
I mean you can be Emmerich
So-
as well. It's fine.
Okay, I'll be Caesar.
Okay, so the change is we can add CPUs now. Yay!
So the change is
Yeah.
we can add CPUs now, which means we can finally do co-op on any map that we like. A lot of people were asking to add CPU players to online matches, so it's a fairly big deal.
Anyone can add CPU players as well. It's not just the host,
Yep.
but you own the CPU that you've added, so you can remove them.
Yep. And then are you ready? Can you ready up?
I can. We have the power. Okay, so not only are we playing against CPU, we have proper shared fog of war.
Yeah, and we don't see the AI's income as
And I have a little robot icon.
Yeah, they have
I haven't
little-
actually seen that
It's a
icon
really
before.
angry
Oh.
robot icon.
Who drew their icon? I don't even.
I want to
even
say it
see-
was William.
Oh really? Is this?
I don't know.
Someone let William draw something.
Was it you, William? Did you draw this icon? I know you were there in the chat.
Oh, everyone was telling you to be Ragnar, by the way. Oh,
Well, I didn't see the chat.
you can wear my cosplay.
Someone's
Yes.
asking, does this CPU count in events as a placer or AI then?
Sorry, what? Does the CPU count in events as
I think they mean player. They're asking if it's a player or AI as far as custom map events are concerned.
Custom map events don't care about human versus AI.
Mhm.
They are occupying a human slot, and as far as the map goes, it's indistinguishable from a human. But even a player who has been initially set as AI is already indistinguishable from a human. So I'm just gonna end my turn. It's your turn.
I know, my switch vibrated.
Yeah.
I was trying to follow a thread. Someone pointed out that
William says
that
Tom
developers
to the-
themselves have no say in what gets into a game.
Sorry, what?
It's
I'm confused.
not true. We are the developers, and we decide what goes in the game. Okay, it's my turn.
Oh yeah, there's been a few other changes in multiplayer that might be easier to just talk about. But we fixed a number of issues that people have been having with timers in quick play mode.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's
Oh,
an
that's
important
another
bug fix.
thing.
Yeah. And you're no longer able to suspend a quick play match.
Yeah.
Because I think that was causing a lot of confusion, and then people, because the timer's still going in the background.
And it was kind of against what we were aiming for with quick
Yeah.
play anyway, right? We wanted it to be, a synchronous match where people actually have to be present and play through the matches, fairly quickly. So you can't suspend quick play games anymore. Even if you were to, like, I don't know, Alt and F4, if you go back into multiplayer, you go straight back into the quick play match.
I don't know. I've been thinking about that.
But yeah, are we actually playing? Or?
No, I don't think we're actually playing.
Okay, because you should probably buy some dogs to uncover some fog of war.
Well, yeah, but I'm just gonna.
Okay.
Oh, we also renamed that button.
We did rename that because one of the biggest things for us is that it, not only in player comments but in articles and things as well. One of the things that people felt was lacking was that you couldn't save a game in progress. Thing is, you could the entire time. It was just that people thought the exit button would quit the game, which is fair enough. So we renamed it to suspend.
Yeah, the only place.
Which is not that interesting, but
no. The only place it still says exit is in the map editor because that's not suspended. Can you still hear enemies in the Fog of War? Yes. That is the only bit of information that you can still get from Fog of War.
Can you see what, sir?
Can you hear the enemies?
Yes, we left that there.
I personally like it, but then I'm a massive XCOM player, so.
Yeah, and it's in various other games as well. We felt it adds something.
Yeah.
Most enemies share, at least with one other enemy, their sound set, so it doesn't give you complete information. We're going to see how people like that. It's something we could remove if people really feel like that's an issue. But yeah, so in a nutshell, I think that's the patch.
Yeah.
What do we want to do? Do we want to just answer some questions whilst we play for a bit, or do we want to...
Yeah, does anybody have any questions for us?
Oh. Apparently Tom drew the robot picture.
Right.
Really?
So, yeah.
Somebody asking, did I miss map editor changes? There's no map editor changes in this patch other than fixes.
We've talked about it potentially being sort of the theme of a future patch, because there are lots of things we want to do with the map editor. Do we want to talk about that at all? Is it too early? You tell me.
I mean, I can tell we haven't really discussed as a team what they should
but
be,
I know that you have things high on your wish list.
I can say the things that are high on my personal wish list. So
okay, so with the caveat then that they might not make it into the game.
They might not make it into the game.
They're the kind of thing, let's say we're thinking about it.
Yeah, exactly. So I think I would like in custom campaigns that you're able to import and export from your maps that you've made separately.
Yep.
So you don't have to make it all in one go.
And it also means that you could potentially make maps, campaigns kind of cooperatively.
Yeah. On that note, also be able to at least read other players' maps, I think would be nice. Not necessarily modify them, but to be able to see how they work so you can learn from how they've made it.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to add a number of more advanced actions. People have been making really cool maps, and I would like to empower them to make even cooler stuff. Like things like setting a counter to a random number and performing arithmetics on counters, having locations for special events like unit deaths and unit spawns, moving locations by offsets, a number of things like this that would enable more power, and maybe some quality of life stuff.
There's definitely some quality of life stuff that I would like, yeah.
Is there anything else you would like to see in the map?
You covered most of the stuff I would like. At one point in development we had outright co-op map editing. I doubt we can get that in anymore. Too much has changed.
Yeah.
But still, given that we're talking hypotheticals, that would
that was really
There's
cool.
a few people asking for that. Yeah.
But no, you've covered most of the stuff. I think honestly, the biggest thing for me is just some of the more advanced actions. People have used some very creative solutions so far, particularly with using RNG as a random number generator.
I
so they can
love
do
that.
slot machines and all sorts of things.
What was that map that somebody made that you bet on the units that are gonna roll, and then you get them spawned for you, and then you fight with those? That's really cool.
It's really cool. Speaking of which, we should do another pass and feature a bunch more maps this week.
Yes, we should. On that related note, somebody's asking if players will be able to get more slots for uploading maps in the future. So currently, I believe it's the case that featured maps don't count against the limit. So if any of our maps get featured, we might also look if particular creators are making lots of high quality maps. We can increase their map slots so they can continue to make cool things.
So, and also in the future, we might just expand the slots in general, because I think what we wanted to do was limit it early on to encourage people to make high quality maps and not just keep uploading. But as the game gets you know further away from release, we maybe just increase the slots.
There's a few questions about online play. If we're planning to do timers in custom games, 2v2 quick match queue. So that's a tricky one, right? Because if we have...
So is timers in
Yeah.
custom games. So because the game is asynchronous, having timers in custom games is actually really technically tricky. Do you want to talk more about it? Because
Yeah, I mean, quick play is kind of a special case, and it has the timers because otherwise it would not actually be quick play. But because of the asynchronous nature and the fact that some players might have battle animations on or not, and they might be skipping, and the fact that the server doesn't run a full simulation, it just becomes very tricky to synchronize those timers, and this is the source of bugs people were having that we fixed on this patch. But if you enable multiple matches with timers at once, as would be expected, if you can do that in custom lobbies, it can create all kinds of additional complications. So it's something in the back of our mind, but it's not very easy. I'm not entirely sure if it's solvable, but...
someone asked, what about moving end turn down to the bottom so I stop accidentally ending my turn?
Yeah.
So I don't know if you missed earlier in the stream, there is an option now in the options menu that asks for a confirmation for ending your turn. We decided to do this over moving the end turn button. The reason we decided that was twofold. We found some people were misclicking, so moving the button wouldn't necessarily help that. But also, the game's been out long enough now that I think a lot of people, ourselves included, have built up muscle memory for where the end turn button is, and we didn't want to suddenly move it and irritate.
That would basically cause a lot more players.
It would cause a lot of people to click the wrong button. So instead, we have the confirmation. And also, as much as it might sound annoying to have a confirmation box, what you actually end up doing is just confirming by double tapping.
Yeah.
Which you don't tend to do accidentally. So it's not a bad solution.
And I mean, it's an option, right? If you don't want the confirmation, you can remove it. Just remember, there's one more feature actually. We've enabled international keyboard on the Switch, specifically on the Switch. So you're able to type in whatever language now. So I don't know. Sure. So you can type
What does
Japanese
that say?
there. Nihon, Japan.
Yeah.
Also, we've added a font for Korean. So
Yes. So this was
I don't know how to
actually
type Korean, but I can try. Oh, just type characters. I don't know what this means, but
let's
hopefully
hope
I'm
you're not
not
typing something.
Yeah, oh, this almost looks like LOL there. LOL.
Okay. Yeah, so this was a sort of a big request, particularly on the Steam forums, I think.
Yeah.
A lot of people were looking for Korean language support so they could make custom maps in Korean.
Yeah.
So
Turned out to be quite tricky. There's not very many pixel art.
That's true.
Korean fonts.
Finding a font for this was pretty difficult. Okay. There's a lot of talk about buffing and nerfs and such. Something a lot of people are requesting is gaining access to the lava biome and why we haven't done that yet.
Is that a spoiler?
I mean, if it is, it's in the chat already. So,
Right. Yeah. Fair.
So do you want to talk about that, or should I?
Well, this is a development build, so it is available on this build actually. We could actually show why it's a problem.
Go for it.
It is a spoiler though if I switch to this. We can just talk about it, right?
Sure.
So there's a few problems. The main one is what happens to units. It would be mechanically different from the others, right?
Right. So what do you do with boats on lava, for instance?
Or units walking on lava rivers.
Yeah, lava rivers, yeah. Now, it might be obvious to say, well, just kill the units and make it behave differently to the other biomes, but the thing is, at the moment, you can switch any map to any biome.
Yeah.
So it's not as easy as that. In the future, we might add the feature that lava rivers and lava ocean kill units. And if we do that, we might give access to the lava biome in custom content that locks you into a particular biome. But right now, given this feature that you're clicking through at the moment, we decided to hold it off. But it might come in the future in some kind of more, something that works a little better.
Lava turtles.
Lava turtles.
Lava turtles.
I'm okay with that.
And also, yes, someone is saying in the chat as well that the units are drawn, the water units are drawn with like puddles around them, not puddles. What word am I looking for? What would you use to describe that?
Ripples?
They're not really ripples though, are they? They're just the point at which they enter the water.
Yeah, little waves around them, yeah.
Anyway, they have like blue outlines around them to show that that's the point they're entering the water, and obviously that looks awful on lava. So we would need to do a big art update as well to account for that.
Everything else changed. I think this version also has a few fixes to the colorblind mode. It wasn't propagating correctly to all the places it should, so that should work a bit better now. I think this might be...
Magical protection ripples. Have we definitely said everything that's...
Someone asked, are we going to actively look for people that upload volcano biomaps to custom content? By look for, do you mean sort of hunt down and...
Yeah, if they upload like a hacked map with that?
No, I mean, honestly, look, as long as people don't do anything harmful.
Yeah. I mean, it's technically a violation of the EULA, but...
Are you going to go after people?
No, I'm not going to go after people. Unless they actually try to... I mean, if you upload offensive content or a map that somehow causes undesired behavior, then yes, they would probably be banned from...
Desired by who? You?
Yeah. It's like by how...
We've been asked a few times whether or not the AI still cheats in Fog of War. So currently the AI comes out of Fog of War and attacks units. It does, unfortunately, but we have a solution. It's just that it's a fairly big change, and we wanted to get these quality of life features to you quicker, and we felt that putting the solution into this patch might cause other bugs, and we didn't have enough time to test them before getting this patch to you more quickly. So look for a fix for that in the future. It's something, in fact, we've already started work on it. In a minor
I mean,
way.
there is an experimental branch with it, but there's bugs that need to be fixed.
Exactly. So, not fixed yet, but will be fixed, is basically the answer there.
Somebody's asking when will the AI use wagons? It's actually
The AI would be too overpowered if it used wagons.
It took a very long time for anybody to mention wagons.
The wagon straps.
Yeah, we... yeah, somebody said, please no AI using wagons, we can give them that kind of power. AI using transport is another thing that we'd like to do, but is a very difficult problem to solve, to make the AI use transports intelligently. So we haven't focused on that yet, maybe in a future patch.
Someone is asking if we would potentially open up some of the campaign maps that we made in the future so that other people can see how they were made.
I think that if we roll the option that you can open maps made by other users in read-only mode, then we could do our own campaign, although it does have the dev-only biome.
And there's a couple of dev-only events as well.
Yeah,
like
but I think that
Maybe we could open up some of them.
Yeah.
Just have a few of the campaign maps in the editor for you to check out and get some.
And to be fair, if there's something that we've done in the campaign that somebody's interested to know how it was implemented, maybe it would be something we could write a blog post about or just talk about in stream, because...
someone said AI also never reinforces on buildings. They do. I saw it
Yeah.
yesterday.
I've tested that repeatedly because I remember.
They don't do it as often as they should, and sometimes, obviously, they're not as intelligent as they should be. But they do use it. And someone is asking, is an option to make a custom game synchronous a solution to the turn timer issue. It is, but there are other considerations. Is that
Yeah.
a fair answer?
Yeah.
We need to think about you giving a user the ability to lock another player
Yeah.
into a synchronous game.
It would have to be
without
very
them-
clear what you're
Yeah.
getting yourself
So
into, right?
there are UI flow and UX considerations there.
Somebody's asking if we have an opinion on wagon memes. Do you have an opinion on wagon memes?
I'm leaving.
No.
Well, you are the meme lord.
Am I the meme lord?
You are the meme
I don't
lord.
think I'm the meme lord.
So, what are your opinions?
I think wagon memes are fine. They're quite wholesome. They're nice.
They're not the worst.
I've seen funny. I've seen really good ones.
Yeah.
Somebody made a Fast and the Furious poster.
Yeah, I saw that. That was amazing.
And some Oregon Trails parodies and the
Yeah, I
Simpsons
do
one.
like-
There's
yeah, there's some good ones.
I think
Yeah.
there's been good wagon memes.
Yorick's just watching us. Oh no, he's stopping now. It's fine. Don't worry.
Office talk.
Office
talk.
talk.
Oh no, Adam's in the chat and he just said wagon strats.
Oh.
I believe, I'm not sure, but I think Adam might have started this whole wagon
did.
Well,
meme
he
stuff.
did.
He
He
did. He's
definitely
responsible.
did. Yeah.
So,
A lot of people are asking to be able to speed up battle animations rather than skipping them.
yeah, it's another thing that we investigated as part of this.
Mhm.
There's some issues like synchronization of sound and stuff,
That's-
but
yeah.
it's something we're looking into, maybe.
Yeah, we're not against it. We didn't do it first patch because again we want to get it out fast, and it's actually a fairly difficult problem to solve, believe it or not, because we have to add engine support for speeding up sounds as well, or cutting them off early, either way. So
There's a number of questions about weather, especially
Yeah.
changing when it changes. I don't know if we have any plans for weather right now.
we have discussed it. We're aware of the issue and the advantage it gives one player. It's something I'd like to see a solution for one day. I mean, it's not on the short-term list, I'll be honest about that, but okay. Do we want to end by doing, what should we end on? I feel like we need to do some things.
There are a lot of people asking when this patch is coming out.
Well,
Which we need to reiterate.
So it's difficult for us to give a date, given the submission process. The process is basically that we submit the patch to various different platforms, and then they have a process of their own where they check out the patch and make sure that it's not breaking anything terribly, and that's not something that we can really estimate on. That said, we are hoping to spend the next couple of days, maybe a bit longer even, checking the patch for bug fixes on our end. Then we're looking to submit, and from there, fingers crossed that it's quick.
yeah.
We never know if we're going to fail that process the first
Right.
time or whatever it
We
is.
might find out.
So
But I think one thing we can say is that we're planning to launch this patch simultaneously on all 3 platforms.
that's true. Yeah. Will it be the same version number on every platform?
Might not be. It will be approximately the same version number.
Yes, but if it's not, that doesn't mean it's not the same patch.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll update our own wiki with everything on it, which has all of the patches on right now anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I have seen Brutus. I love him, and I want him to be a character.
Who's Brutus? Oh,
The
it's
fat
the
cat.
cat on the
Yes.
wagon. Yes, yes. Oh, I just realized it's a joke with Caesar.
Yeah.
I see it. Two
It
Brutus.
makes it so much better. And he's a cat, and he's blue.
I see it.
So-
It's a Felheim
I
cat.
love it. I would prefer
Okay.
snake. That's fine.
How about we show off, just to finish the stream, if we pick a custom map from the
We can on a different switch.
Yeah.
If we switch.
Switch the
Switches.
switch.
Switch the switch.
Make
Okay.
sure to plug the switch on the HDMI switch.
Okay.
To
This might break everything.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
No, it should be fine, right? If we switch back, okay, can you put us on full camera mode first, I guess?
Full camera. Oh, that's a good
How do I
idea.
do that?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think that's shown as.
Yeah, I mean,
This
I'm
is
sure
my-
there's a scene there for that.
I feel like Twitch is my kryptonite.
Oh.
Okay. What am I doing?
One of the scenes
One of them
should be.
says like full
One says
screen
full-
camera,
If I click it and it all goes horribly wrong.
Yeah, then it's your fault.
then it's your fault.
No,
it's
that's not
full
the
screen
wrong.
game.
Okay, sorry. That one.
There we go.
Yay!
Okay,
Hey.
cool. So
Your hands are on camera. Wave to the camera. Yeah.
cool. This switch should have it, right? It's really running out of battery, but. Hello.
Okay, it's your face. A few people are asking what our next plans are for map updates and feature content and stuff like that.
We have some big plans. I don't think we're ready to talk about them just yet. You know, we.
Sorry, I have another question that I was remembered to ask.
You looked really excited there for a second.
Okay, you can switch us back now.
That one? Yeah.
Yeah, it looks good.
Cool.
Okay. Yes, so we do have plans. We are looking at DLC right now and actively working on that. And
I'm gonna get a.
bring Yurik. And what was I saying? DLC.
DLC.
We're actively working on DLC. It will contain new content and some really cool stuff, but I don't think we're ready to say too much about it.
Modding tools, modding implementation, that's probably a Rodrigo thing, actually.
It's in the works.
Yeah.
Rodrigo, yeah, let's wait for Rodrigo on that one.
Got Yorick halfway without his staring. Nuts.
Oh, you went to get the dog controller.
Yes, got the therapy dog.
Mod support.
What support?
Mod support.
I guess we're probably gonna roll out a blog soonish detailing what we plan to do for it. Yeah, so I guess stay tuned for that. We'll probably use Steam Workshop, which we have said.
We're almost certainly going to use Steam
Yeah.
Workshop. Yeah. And it's fair to say it will be quite robust.
Yeah. Things that we want to allow players to do is there we go. Hey, Yorick.
There you go. Be nice and enjoy.
Yorick. Yorick. You're not facing the screen. Say hi to the people on Twitch.
This is Yurik's butt.
Yeah.
It's fluffy.
What was I saying? Okay, so with mods,
He wants to leave.
you'll be able to add custom commanders, custom units, replace graphics, I guess, soundtracks. Some of the game logic will be exposed.
Mhm.
Hopefully the idea is you can toggle them on for online multiplayer matches. Of course, PC only, but yeah, you'll know more details soon. Cool. Do you have any maps in mind that you want to?
You know what I don't? I mean, I added a
We have the
bunch of
feature
maps to the
maps.
featured list recently, but I'm assuming those are the ones that people have seen the most of, so maybe...
Right. Oh, we could check what's.
Let's see what the highest rated maps are right now.
Yeah, we have.
Someone's asking about ranked multiplayer. Do you want to address that? Should I address that?
You go for it.
Okay, so we currently do track an ELO stat, and it wouldn't be too difficult to convert that into a ranked multiplayer mode. That said, what we want to do right now is we want to ensure that the online community is strong, so we don't want to divide up the community just yet. It's possible we'll consider just converting the quick play into a ranked mode. We're not sure yet. So again, it's a good thing to give us your opinion on. Would you like to see a separate ranked mode? Would you like to just convert the quick play into ranked? Obviously there's upsides and downsides to both of those. We just want to make sure that we're not dividing up the community too much and making it wait forever for matchmaking and that kind of thing. Oh, definitely one for you, Rodrigo. Will
Yeah.
there be any neat API we can play with to interface with the Halley engine?
In what sense
I don't
exactly?
know. So
It depends what you mean.
Wargroove runs on the Halley engine, which is Rodrigo's. How long have you been developing Halley?
Since 2007. So 12
11
years.
12 years. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, 2019 now.
Actually, probably more like 11. I think it started in October. I remember it's called Halley because the first game I was making with it was going to be a Halloween game.
Is that why?
Yeah, and then it's like, but then I made a connection with Halley's Comet, and it's like, oh, Halley's a nice name. And then went with that.
We say Halley's Comet.
Yeah.
I've checked. Carl Sagan and Neil Tyson say Halley, so I'm gonna go with Halley.
You told me I was wrong when I said that, but Shona just confirmed.
I think it must be a Britishism.
Yeah, I think
I'm pretty sure.
I've
Wasn't
noticed
he
that.
actually English? Edmund Halley. I'm not sure.
Are you now
Googling
Googling?
I
this?
might be googling this right now.
I mean, we are.
Actually.
This
on
is-
a-
yeah,
we
I
are
know,
on a
I know.
stream.
I know
People
we're
are
on
waiting
stream,
for you
yeah.
to-
But I'm sure. Look, the people have asked. They have not asked about this.
I don't
But
think
they-
the people have asked. I'm not sure if the people care
They've
about
asked
this.
something very slightly tangentially related to this. Oh, I don't know how to read IPA. So how do you pronounce this? Okay, whatever. I don't care. I'm sure somebody on chat's gonna tell us. Right. So I downloaded a map. I downloaded the 2-player co-op tower defense.
Okay.
So-
I love this map so much.
This is a really cool map. So I don't know. I'm gonna go with Mercia. Does anybody want to play with me?
Go on, you've played it before.
I've
You
played
just said
this-
how much you love it.
Oh god.
Let's just do pass and play because I don't want to
Okay.
more controllers. right now.
You know what, I'm gonna go for Boulder then.
Okay.
Welcome to Dustin's co-op tower defense.
Just because I.
You'll be defending the castle from 10 waves of enemies, of which spawn at the top right and left of the map, and move towards your castle following the road. You will move your villagers to purchase units and cast spells in this area. You can view unit prices by moving onto the bottom left and right signs with your villager. At the bottom of the castle, you will start seeing mana crystals appearing. Once you have 10 of them, you may move your villager into the magic scrolls above to cast a spell. Move them to the signs to learn more about each spell.
Okay.
This is where purchased units spawn. During your turn, your units will have unlimited movement. This is to allow you to position them accordingly. After your turn ends, all units will be unable to move and auto-attack enemies in their range. You also have a commander. They cannot attack enemies directly, but their groove powers can help you sway the battle in your favour. This is cool.
Yeah, this map uses a lot of tricks.
Maps.
Okay, so I've not actually played, but I've seen Shanna play this. So okay, I can go here and check through the spells, right?
Yeah.
Reinforcements. Summon 3 immobile soldiers to guard the front gates.
So I think that one is broken. It places 2 soldiers. Even though I'm playing an older version, I don't think I've played this version.
Okay.
Polymorph turns a random enemy into a suicide bomber. Wow.
The middle one is Earthquake. We both have
Imagine
to
being
choose it.
polymorphed into a
Ah,
sparrow bomb.
Sparrow Bomb, I guess.
That's
Yeah.
not, it's not an ideal situation, is it? Elemental control changes the weather to windy, offering increased range and anti-air damage for 3 turns.
And there's some signs in the corner as well.
The signs tell you the prices of the units.
Okay.
Midas Touch for 3 turns, killing an enemy unit grants 25 gold to each player.
And if you open up the overview screen, it. Oh, okay. So one of the previous versions used to tell you how much all of the units were worth.
okay.
That was really handy. Sorry, Dustin.
Oh, there you go.
New objective. Okay, cool. That's why.
Oh, I see. And then it puts it there.
Yeah, nice.
Okay. Cool. So
I think you owe Dustin an apology.
Yeah, I
there.
do.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I've clearly not been playing
I
this.
have
Okay.
300 gold. I think I'll start with a spearman. So I go here, buy a spearman. Now I
And
can
now you-
position him wherever I want, right?
Yes.
And this is a really clever way because I'm moving a unit. Oh.
Oh, you blocked the path. Cheeky.
Oh, interesting. So if I have to go around if I want to. But it's interesting because I basically get unlimited goes.
Yeah.
And am I correct in assuming that when I end my turn, then he's placed?
Yes, and he turns into AI and you cannot control him anymore.
So the AI will actually be doing the defending for me. I see.
Okay. I am also going to get a... Oh, I've been playing with Xbox too much.
Oh no, the controls aren't working.
Start breaking everything.
I forgot. Do allied spearmen
They
grant?
do.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which is why I am about to place him next to yours. I'm going to move on as well. So,
I love the crystals at the bottom operating as
Yeah.
mana bar.
It's very Hearthstone.
Yeah, true.
I'm going to leave him there.
Okay. Oh, it's just
This
AI.
is AI turn, yeah, AI is... Oh no, enemy is folder. AI is Mercy, I think.
Wave one, here they come.
I love that they stick to the road.
Yeah.
Set up placements.
This map uses a lot of clever
Yeah.
tricks to make a whole new game mode in Wargroove, which is sort of what we were hoping would happen with this map editor, but it's really good to see.
It's cool to see that.
Yeah.
Right. We also saw someone made a calculator
Oh yes.
the other day. That was
Was like a
very
wagon
impressive.
from-
A wagon calculator.
A wagon
yes.
calculator, of course. It's wagon slot machines.
Yeah.
Is there even anything that's not a wagon in this game at this point?
I don't think you can buy anything. I think the gold in this is probably the hardest bit to
So
come by.
someone said, any plans to add actual random number generation to the editor so we can stop repeating docs? That is one of the advanced actions you were talking about. So we've been talking a lot about adding a dice roll to the editor. So yes,
Oh, I'm not gonna do anything, I'm just gonna
and that will likely be part of a map editor overhaul
Content
patch,
creators
content
patch.
creators patch. That's a good title. Yeah.
So my go-to strategy is just to line the roads with spearmen
Right.
because they're the cheapest unit and you can just have them critting.
How long does
all
that
the way
work
down.
for?
Have you completed this map?
No, I haven't.
Oh.
I've gotten to wave 6 before.
And then did you get defeated?
Yeah.
So maybe your strategy.
That's
So your
what
strategy
I'm
isn't quiet.
Yeah. To be fair, I've been testing this map because I know that he was having an issue with it with Greenfinger, I think, with his groove was causing a crash because of some events playing off each other. So I've been bug testing this. I haven't been playing it, thank you.
Right. Okay.
I see.
Shall we show some other maps?
Yeah, sure. We don't have time to play through a whole map anyway.
No,
we have to
especially
finish soon.
10 waves of this.
So,
Such a long
but this is incredibly cool. So well done, Dustin. Is this featured? I think this is featured, isn't it?
I don't think it is.
I definitely featured at least one version of it.
There's
Did you?
3 versions, I think, up. Version 2 doesn't have commanders.
Oh. Interesting. I think I might have found a slight bug with this map.
Oh no.
Okay, it's a cool way to do health though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true. Okay, so what else do we have?
That's great.
Where's Conquest? I think most of these on the first page are featured.
We don't really need to play it, but I was a big fan of this Triple Trouble map.
How does it work? Can you give
So
us a...
it's 3 self-contained battles all going on at the same time. So there's a wall around each map, and obviously you can't get anything through the walls.
Right.
And you have, of course, a shared gold pool between them.
That's
so
really
it's
cool.
a really
That's really
interesting-
cool concept. So it's not even a scripted map.
No, it's just a really clever skirmish map.
Whoa, what's this?
If you think the Skyrim one, just look at the map of the Skyrim one.
What is
bottom.
this now? Oh my.
Just
43 villages.
yeah.
Kanto and Johto. Is this the Pokemon Kanto and Johto? I
Yeah,
assume.
think so.
Defenseless Trap. Oh yeah, this is the one that's like recreation of the first.
Mhm.
Yeah,
This is a cool map.
yeah. Puzzle Word Quest.
Yeah, Stardew Valley.
Yeah. Love Blooms.
What's the highest rated map right now?
It's,
Can I sort by rating? I forgot.
yeah. I thought it was one of Jay's. Yeah.
Scataway Companions. Oh, Indiana Bones and Angel Statue is pretty high.
Lily will be proud. It's in the top 3.
Yeah. Pat's Groove, Haunted House.
Is Pat Scrooge still by Caesar, or has he changed his name yet? Yeah, okay.
It's landmine. Yeah, I don't know if anybody's saying any cool maps on the chat, because I've not been
No.
looking at the chat. No.
Any chance of playing my builder game? If you want to put in the code.
This could be risky.
This could be risky.
Could be risky,
yeah.
but why not? Why not? Let's do
Okay,
this sometime.
Be it on your head, Rodrigo.
Yeah. If we get banned from Twitch, then we'll just ban him from the game.
G-B-H.
Sorry, what?
G-B-H. Oh god. Builder versus builder, I guess?
What did I do?
So the code, it brings
Supply
up
the code,
everything
yeah.
by the player, not just
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. So
You guys are pretty alright. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yes, thank
Pretty
you.
alright, yeah.
So are you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that one.
Who's
Like,
Mapika?
it's really good.
Who's Monica?
Says
right?
Monica there.
I mean,
From what? Is that a character from something?
Presumably.
Oh, I
but-
see.
I don't know.
It was anime, so I assumed you knew.
Oh, yeah.
What it was.
I know a whole anime for sure. It's definitely a thing I keep track of. Okay, so
You can play by
both have to be Nuru. Welcome to the Builder versus Builder game, where you try to win by building structures for your AI. She can teleport in a new building every turn. Ah, I see.
Ah, this is clever.
So Slasher is village, Stabber is barracks. Quackmut unlocks new buildings. Shaman increases my income. Archer unlocks new buildings. Wait, it's the same thing as the Quackmut?
I guess so.
Maybe different buildings? Aeronaut is AI tower, Giant to spawn Valder, and Dragon to spawn more Nuru. Oh, wow! Then I can use
I'm struggling to keep
Yeah.
track a little bit.
Please tell me this is written somewhere.
Wow, okay. I need a rule book for this.
Is there a way to change terrain types via triggers? There isn't, is there?
There is no way to do that now.
Oh, that's a feature.
Okay, so okay, so Slasher gives me villages, right? Let's go here.
So presumably it will just turn into.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's okay.
So what's the end goal to get?
And these did something.
They switch your AI profile to aggressive or etc.
This is really cool. Okay, so I guess it's a versus map. So maybe I should be playing against someone.
I can't remember what anything did, so I'm just gonna guess.
Quagmire was the yeah.
Okay.
You had a barracks to the bottom,
No.
which in turn lets you spawn more units because Niru gains access to anything in the barracks.
Ah, I see.
Okay.
Very clever.
You should be playing this. You understand this better than I do. For the amount I've actually played this game, I'm not very good at it.
You mean the game as a whole?
The game as a whole, yeah.
For the amount that you've played it?
Yeah, I'm on.
Are you not?
I'm on like.
I thought you weren't bad.
I'm over 900 hours.
900 hours.
900, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm terrible. So the goal is to destroy the enemy.
Have you finished every level in the campaign?
Not by not cheating.
Right.
Not by not cheating.
I have
That's it.
completed the campaign multiple times by using the win cheat for the
it.
dev build.
Okay.
That's it.
And if I do, I have to play it on easy, on story mode now, I guess. And I'm still so bad. But next weekend, I'm
Okay,
doing
so-
a whole Wargroove stream
Oh yeah.
where I'm going to be playing it for like 12 hours.
Are you?
Are you
Yeah.
doing this on
Just-
Twitch?
On Twitch, yeah.
Just personally?
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
just shamelessly
But wait,
plugging
hold on, for
myself.
12 hours?
Yeah, it's a 24-hour gaming stream for Game Blast for charity.
Okay. Oh, cool. That's
So
nice.
yeah,
What's your Twitch username if people
It is
watching the stream now
it
wanna
is Shoebean.
Shubing.
Shoebean, Shubean.
Cool.
Yes.
Cool.
So I added new
So hold on.
things, but I can't
The
afford it.
shooter. Wait.
I forgot what they said.
So the slasher is a village.
Yeah.
The
I'm
stabber, I can't remember what a stabber was.
gonna get another village because I can't afford anything right now.
The giant
Although-
was Valda. Correct.
Yeah. but hold on.
Dragon was Nuru. It said the shooter was also a barracks, but I don't understand. Why would you buy a more expensive barracks?
I don't know. You can't set the restrictions of barracks, right? Yeah, this barracks recruits everything. I
Maybe that
just
was a
realized.
typo.
Sorry?
Maybe that was a typo.
Just realized I'm recruiting these buildings, but I don't get money from them. Red player does. So I'm not quite sure. Haven't figured this map out yet.
What colour are you? Green. What happens if I just go and rush or...
Mages increase your income.
Yeah.
Oh.
Remember?
If only could afford a mage.
Have you lost already?
Well,
If you can never. Did you get any?
No, I
money?
think I
Oh,
still
you get-
have
you get money
income.
from the
the
HQ.
HQ.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna see what happens if I attack your HQ.
There was a thing saying that units, well, I think buildings cannot be spawned there, right? Maybe. Okay, I can afford a mage now, so do that.
In what? How does it increase your?
Presumably we'll spawn green village. Yep,
Yeah. Okay. Makes
okay,
sense.
I get it.
which is then spent.
So the only thing I'm not sure about, what is the goal?
It's to defeat the enemy HQ, right? I think it's like I'm controlling red AI and Sean's controlling yellow AI, and then we'll be spawning units that will be fighting, I think.
Okay.
It's a pretty cool map concept.
I like the concept. Yeah.
Yeah. Do we want to try any other maps before we...
Who made this?
Oh, I can't remember. I just saw it pop up.
Hellfire says, wow, you guys look different in HD.
Happy Valentine's Day, Flandrinats.
Yay.
Is that right?
This is what we're doing for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Ah, the stabber makes an AI barracks, and then the AI will start spawning units, which you can then block or not with your buildings.
Ah, I see. So, definitely want to get some stabber action happening here.
Does it have to be HQ or can I take you out?
I'm not
But
sure.
it's important to keep building villages so that you fuel the
Yeah.
the AI barracks. This is not looking good for you so far, Shanna.
Oh, no, I'm not. feel like I'm not even trying. I love when they just changed. It's quite cute. I could have more money.
Oh.
Okay, as confusing as hearing all the rules was at
Yeah.
once, this
Yeah,
is actually
once
not
you- yeah.
so
It's
confusing.
like board games, right?
Yeah, it's like a board game.
Here are the rules, and you go like, what?
Need another game.
If you open the objectives,
I should over here.
The objectives just said to how.
yeah, maybe the thing to do is add
Oh, I can
a
just
unit
do-
list in the objectives.
But would that have enough space? I can't remember how much what the word count is.
Maybe not.
Shorthand it. I don't know if the if Dustin's one is it's got all of the units. It's probably just as easy.
You could always have like a quick reference bit where you move a wagon to different signs. Page 1, page 2, and page 3.
Like the tower defense map.
Yeah,
was
yeah.
saying. Why a wagon?
Moves quickly.
See. That will be in 0.7. Thanks for the feedback.
Okay, so this map is by Soaring Seraph. And it's a very cool map.
Yes. Good job. Soaring
I don't
Seraph.
think we have time to play much more of it.
No.
We have maybe
No.
time to show off one more custom map before we
Okay.
finish.
Do we have? So I think somebody set a map.
Someone said, can I also shamelessly promote my simple scenario map about a royal delivery boy delivering food to Caesar?
Yes.
Sure. Let's check that out. That's by Lavender Rocks.
I think you got that right, yeah, Lavender Rocks. That's a cool name, I like that. Lavender Rocks.
Okay, so that's.
Wait, is that a
Z-
capital? Is that an I?
9.
No, it's not a capital. Okay.
Oh yeah, it might be yeah.
Who
Z9.
named the
Z9Q, KX8,
Okay,
Womble
X,
Gargoyle.
8. I'm sorry, what?
Womble.
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 Womble Gargoyle.
Gargoyle, yeah.
Why not Gertrude?
Gertrude.
Yeah.
Hey, what's funny? So funny, Shona.
Nothing.
Is it
I'm laughing
Wombles?
at you. I'm laughing with you, not at you.
Okay.
Oh, is this
it's a
submission for
contest,
the
man.
yeah?
Should we talk about the contest?
We should talk about the
Yeah.
contest.
Does anyone have the exact details of the contest?
No, but I'm sure we
Okay.
can find it. Okay, you
So
play
there
this
is a
map.
Nintendo
Oh,
Live
please don't.
contest.
I do want to play this now.
No, I'm going
You
to
haven't played any
contest.
maps.
So there is
Oh,
a
it's not playing.
Nintendo Live contest right now. You can win,
I can't remember the
amongst
buttons.
other things, a Nintendo Switch.
No.
If you go over to Nintendo Live to find out more, and basically they're asking for people to build maps and scenarios. And you can see this is part of the contest because the map is tagged with NL. And I think they're going to be playing through those and choosing a winner. But the prizes are really cool, so if you needed any more incentive, you could win a free Switch.
Yeah, I think
Okay, so-
there is a thread on our subreddit.
Starts with a cutscene. I'm into this.
I'll let you do voices.
No, you can do the voice.
Oh no, you should do it.
Why? Because it says lads.
Yeah.
Are you pigeonholing me?
Because
I'm a Londoner.
Yes, I am. That's what I'm saying. bring your best London accent
I'm
for
not
this.
doing this.
Come on.
No way. I can't wait to see. I'm not doing the London accent. I mean, I'll read out the thing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I can't wait to see the look on Caesar's face when he sees what we got for him. Ah, that's fine and all, but did you really need an escort just to deliver some lousy treats? Lousy treats? This ain't just your everyday lousy treats. Why, this is the grandest of all treats, imported all the way from the Heavensong Empire. Such is a delicacy that only befits a king. I love this cutscene.
That's good.
It's of grave importance that I am to be escorted safely because of that. A parcel of this value will definitely be targeted by the unsavory kind. Savory treats. Look, man, I'm really down on my luck already. I'm on one strike away from losing my job as the royal delivery man. If I mess up this delivery, I'm done for. What am I going to tell my wife if that happens? So please help me get through this as smoothly as possible. Alright, I get it. We'll help you out. But you owe us a couple of drinks in a tavern after. Raising the age rating then.
Yeah.
They're drinking... What are they drinking?
Apple juice.
Apple juice, yeah. Now let's get a move on. We're almost there. Off you go. I like that there's a dog helping out as well. Delivering treats this season. Uh-oh. A Grandelica something? I didn't understand half of what that ugly nuke just said. Is that?
Nuke?
What's a nuke?
I don't know.
I'm assuming that's not offensive. I heard it's not offensive. But it sounds important. I'm going to look this up.
I'll just skip that bit, sorry.
And stealing it will be devastating for Messiah.
I like that people are using the...
Ha 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 ha, this is going to be a piece of cake. Is the treat a piece of cake? Because that would be why. Is that...
I don't know. It's foreshadowing. I feel.
Prepare yourself, Monsieur. What's yours is mine. It's a good use of poses and screen shake and text effects. And
I wish we had more poses for the villagers, other than just idle and scared.
I mean, it's another thing that potentially we can add in the future. So I'm on the Nintendo Life website talking about the competition, just to get everyone more interested. The prizes are a Nintendo Switch, 2 Super Pass tickets to EGX Rest, if you're in the UK, a bundle of Wargroove merchandise, including t-shirts, pins, and stickers, and the first pressing of the Wargroove vinyl signed by the Chucklefish dev team.
that's true. And the Wargroove vinyl is really cool.
It is really cool. It is available for pre-orders at...
So, I said nuke. I'm not sure why I said nuke, because that's also how you spell nook, which is, of course, a corner or recess.
yeah.
Like a nook or cranny.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
what does it mean when applied
I
to a
don't
person?
know.
Have you Urban Dictionary it?
is it a typo for, like, mook?
But Mook. Mook's like, I think like a minion.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, maybe the author can tell us in the chat. Where are you, author? Are you still here?
So I'm gonna lose this, and I know I am. No,
Please
I'm
don't lose.
Oh,
a
this
mook
is the
is an
old
stupid
build.
or incompetent person.
Oh, okay.
I think it's a typo.
Okay.
I forgot this doesn't have like the nice skip.
Oh yeah, this is the old build. We're no longer showing the patched build. This is the
That's
currently
true, yeah.
retail build. I noticed that earlier when I was gonna check the effectiveness chart.
Okay, so what do we need to do? We need to get,
We need to get
the
this
villager
dude
to
here.
that location. I love the decorations on the map. Look at the little farm up there.
Yeah, it's really nice.
So
There's a broken bridge. This map would be so easy if they just fixed the bridge.
Yeah, I know.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
They should have moved you up here and just ignored
Yeah.
all of that. Don't.
The author says they actually just chose any random name since they didn't know what it means.
Okay.
Fair.
Fair, yeah.
Well, a nook is a corner or recess. Like, down there. Good choice. For the dog in the mountains. Fog of
Yeah.
War. You said you weren't good at this game.
I don't know, after all we've talked about the changes in Fog of War, now we're showing a Fog of War map with the old settings.
That's true. So if anyone's tuning in late, we're back on the original build of the game and we're showing off some custom content. If you want to see all of the new things, I'm sure there'll be a VOD of this.
Yeah. Somebody's asking what were the changes. It was a large number of them.
Yeah, we
Would
spent
be-
quite a while going through
It
them.
would take a while to enumerate them.
But yeah, have a look at the VOD after after this video, and I'm sure someone will write them up at some point
Yeah.
as well. So
I mean, wouldn't be surprised if I went to the subreddit now. It was already there.
I'm not paying attention to
Let's see what's on the subreddit. No. Nice fan art though.
I'm really enjoying the fan art.
There's some really good fan art.
That's great. Please send us more fan art. It makes us very happy.
Yeah.
There was one that was really cute with Mercy and Caesar.
I saw that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that yesterday. Chibi.
This guy's
Mercy.
really
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put him in
It's lots of really good art. I like how you have a base at the end that lets you see through the area, and you can see where your target is, but you can't really interact with it. Very StarCraft and Warcraft-like.
Just
you
noticed
know,
they have a carpet on the grass.
yeah.
Who says you can't have carpet on
No
grass?
one, I don't know, you know, it's fine. I just happened to notice.
I don't like bridges.
You don't like bridges?
No, they're just.
You live in a city with a lot of bridges.
You mean in real life or just in this game or?
Yeah, in real life.
What is your
it's
favorite
like-
bridge in London?
So, what bridges are in London? I know there's the one walking to the train station from here, and that's like the only bridge I've been on.
I mean, you've heard of
There's
Tower
the
Bridge,
one
right?
Tower
It's
Bridge.
quite famous. And
Yeah.
London Bridge is also pretty famous, although it's not very
Yeah.
remarkable.
Millennium
don't really
Bridge.
explore
Millennium Bridge,
London.
Blackfriars
I
Bridge is nice.
don't like living in London, so I
Oh.
don't really
You don't like living in London?
London's
No.
nice.
Ah,
No.
I like London. London's great.
I like London.
London's your favourite city, right?
It probably is my favorite city.
Yeah.
It's quite expensive, but it's really nice.
It is expensive. It's
Oh,
true.
there's people behind me.
Which you wouldn't know if this was the new build with the fog of war changes.
True. Oh god, that is true. Oh, I need to add in this.
Oh, you would see that now.
Great.
Oh, it's a bunch of the Black Riders,
Why did you?
the Nazgûl are coming after you.
Why did you pick me to do this?
Why not? It's all the more entertaining.
Lord of the Rings might have been quite different if it was about delivering dog treats rather than.
I'd
the
still
one
watch
thing
a
to
movie.
rule the one
Oh,
treat
no, I
to rule them all.
I read that.
One popper.
Let's maybe. Oh, I'm gonna need the pup there.
Oh yeah, apparently the contest is closing in about 4 hours.
Oh,
So
really?
Oh.
Need to get on that quick.
Oh,
If you have a map in progress, or if you've already built a map but you haven't entered it to the contest, you can re-upload it with the correct name and have it entered.
I wonder how many maps have been entered so far. We
Yeah,
have
we can-
over 5,000 maps in the custom browser right
That's
now.
pretty cool.
Mhm.
Anyway, we need to stop soon, so we should probably
Yeah,
quit out
I'm
this. This
gonna
is a really cool map. I love the way it's
completely
decorated,
leave
and
this
it's a
as
cool
well.
scenario. I also really want to see the cutscene that you get for winning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna add this to my list of ones to play next week.
Cool.
And
I'm sure that there must be a cute cutscene involving Caesar when you win.
Yeah.
So that's
Oh
all the
God, I
rewards
didn't
you
even
need, really.
think about that.
Should we check how many entrants there are for the competition before we go?
Yeah, can we do that?
Yeah.
We can do that. Just need to search the correct tag.
Oh, yes. Okay, so the death is new in the patch.
Right, and this is an old
This
build,
is the
that's why
old-
it's the slow death.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that earlier on the other map, and I was like, oh, why is the death being so slow on this? And of course, it's
Yeah.
old build.
Ragnar got the treats.
I'm okay with Ragnar getting treats.
You feel like Ragnar deserves some treats?
Yeah, I feel like she does. She's not the worst person in the game, so she needs more love.
I think Ragnar needs a
Yeah.
hug.
Yeah. Okay.
Someone said there's no way we're going to play through all the entries, so I'm assuming it's a lot. That said, we're not the ones playing through them. It's the Nintendo Life
Yeah.
people, so...
So can we?
Yeah, I should be able to choose type of
What was
tag,
it? Just
yeah.
NL.
And within square brackets.
Yeah, do square brackets in now.
I mean, why did you press me to control it?
That became so much more effort.
I was like,
Once
I'm not gonna type square brackets. Are you mad?
And that last map was by Banderox.
I need to write that down. So I know Carl's watching. Carl, can you write that down for me? That would be great.
Does it work?
Oh.
I don't know what's with that.
Oh god, is this a bug that we didn't know about?
It might be a server bug, but if it is, okay, well, we can look into this.
Just search NL.
Yeah, see if it doesn't work.
It'll be fine.
Or it's doing that whole, there's too many of these, I'm not going to show.
Or try star, square bracket, NL, star,
Yeah,
or
I don't
asterisk.
actually know how
I don't know.
searches all work. Huh?
Or is it because, no, it wouldn't be anything, there's no mention.
Oh well.
Try with asterisks.
Is that how it works? I don't know. I've never actually used the search feature.
And then someone was saying in the chat who seemed to have been doing the match. I can check how many there are.
Yeah,
you can
we
do
can
it.
check in the back end. Okay, we should look into what's the search.
Maybe it's something to do with square brackets.
Yeah. Oh well.
Hang on, I'm just going to look this up because I want to know how many entries there are. I'm very, very curious.
Have you had any other questions? Or
Yeah, is there any other questions in the meantime?
Are you looking at the chat? Oh, okay.
I have actually got people pinging me on Discord, probably with bugs.
I have a question for the stream.
Oh.
How is this new stream format? Do you like it? Is the sound okay? Are we clear? Is it nice to see the office? What's your general opinion of the stream format? This is the first time we've done it, and we are not professional streamers, but we're trying to do something a bit nicer. So any feedback would be good. Should we stay off of our phones a bit more?
Yeah, we need someone to be able to be over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need one more person here.
Yeah.
Dragons are just flying dogs.
Prove them wrong.
Somebody saying it's too quiet. Is anybody else struggling with hearing us? There's a lot of background noises. Okay, we should look into the sound next time. I can hear the AC. Yeah, maybe we should have turned that off.
Maybe.
But then we would freeze to death.
It's a shame that we can't show the zombie that's on the roof, because every time I look up, he scares me.
I
'cause
mean,
I
you
forget
could.
he's there.
You could move the camera
Oh, God.
and point at the ceiling. I mean, you literally could walk over there and do it. Now that you've mentioned it, everybody's going to be curious about the zombie.
Nah. I'm not going to give it.
So there are 159 entries so far.
159, nice. That's cool.
So, you know, with 159 entries, 'cause it does take a while to make a map, but if only 159 entries, you have quite a good chance of winning.
Somebody's saying, you guys are quite small, maybe zoom closer if it's possible somehow. We're actually all very small.
We're just very
Yeah.
small. I'm standing right in front of the camera.
What's that scene in Father Ted? With the cows?
These cows are small. These cows are far away. We're showing our age here,
Yeah.
talking about Father Ted.
I mean,
If we let's do a test. Let's turn the AC off and see how much better the background noise is. Let's hear from the stream.
where's the remote? It's all the way over there.
It's all the way over there.
Yeah. I mean,
Thank you, Shona.
my back is not doing great today.
It's
Yeah.
showing your age again.
Fair. Okay.
Okay.
AC is off. Does this sound better?
Well, it's not quite off yet.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's off.
Okay. Still hearing a hiss.
Is that not from the console?
Is that the laptop?
It's the laptop,
Or might be
yeah.
the laptop.
Wow.
Yeah.
How do you host an internet game on Switch with the asynchronous option? In multiplayer, you can just create a match, and you'll see an invite code. Invite code to show you. So I'm playing on the Switch right now. If you go to multiplayer, online, you do a new match, host game. You pick whichever map you want to do, the settings, and then you see that invite code at the top. Just give that to a player on a different platform, and they'll be able to join you.
Yeah, and every match is asynchronous aside from quick play matches. So I think sometimes that's not really clear.
Mm-hmm.
But any match you start that isn't a quick play match, you can leave it at any time, come back later. so they're all asynchronous.
Yeah, I can. I already have.
There was someone saying on the stream, join that invite code quick.
Oh
Because
yeah.
you're on the release.
Oh,
that's me.
no. Forgot. Let's.
is this me too?
Let's see if anyone joins this invite code.
So this is probably
I didn't
me.
even pick
That's
a proper. What do you mean it's you?
No,
Oh,
the
this
last
other
was
one.
me. That was me testing.
Oh yeah, you were.
So that's the
Myself.
username to follow on Twitch if you want to see Shona's charity stream.
Yes, Shubing.
Shubin. Yeah, that's also my Steam name.
I'm gonna actually leave this match because, as fun as it would be to play someone on stream, we don't really have time.
We don't have time, so we should sign off now.
Yeah.
So I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope you enjoyed the patch. We'll put some notes up soon and talk a bit more about it. And yeah, any feedback on the stream and how we can improve this kind of setup would be great. We really just wanted to get more people on the stream. So right now it's just the three of us, but we're hoping by expanding the setup a bit, we might be able to get a bunch more of us on stream. And also, I think that we would like to take this format forwards a bit and play other people's games.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah,
cool.
that's really,
And
really fun.
just play games that we see and like the look of, and yeah, I want to do a Pathway stream soon.
Oh yes.
Ooh.
I think that would be really cool.
Yeah.
I think it's a good stream game as well.
Mhm.
I've not played it yet.
Ah, maybe you can play it.
Yeah, it's on my list of games that I need to.
It's, I like the game.
I haven't played Starbound either. It's
You haven't played Starbound?
Actually, I think the only game of Chucklefish I've played is Stardew Valley.
I mean, outside of work.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, obviously.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Cool. So I guess we're wrapping up now. Unless there's
Is there any more questions?
Any
Any
final
like,
questions?
Desperate.
you have
things you
like
wanna tell us?
one last question. If somebody makes a really good question on the chat now, it has to be like really good.
Okay.
And then somebody's gonna make us like.
Are you going
nah.
to judge?
Yeah, I'm gonna judge. It's
Are you
like,
gonna rank them in order?
yeah. It's my. What was the best question we got today?
You're very judgmental, Rodrigo.
Am I?
You are
Oh.
ranking people's questions. As an aside.
Okay, this is a fun question.
Okay, no, go carry on.
This is a fun question. What's the best commander/color combo?
So I think the actual answer to this question is one of the spoiler commanders. So I'm not going to-
Right.
Yeah.
But do we?
Oh, are they unlocked to here now?
What do you have
Thank
unlocked?
God.
Okay, no, that's fine.
I like pink Caesar.
I like orange green finger.
Ooh, orange green finger
yeah.
is nice. It's
Because it
true.
looks all autumny.
Yeah. Sigrid, I think looks good on every color.
Yeah.
I do like pink and black and purple Sigrid.
Mm-hmm.
Red as well, but I like everything red really.
Yeah.
Heaven Song looks good in a few colors. I like how they look in purple.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they also
them in
look.
the bright ones. I don't like them in orange. Orange looks weird to me.
It's well, their default color is yellow, which is the brightest
No.
color.
Who's the worst?
The worst
It's Nero,
is
right?
is Pink Nero, right?
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
This is not.
No, okay.
Emmerich looks good in a lot of colors as well.
Yeah, I like that his stone's changed. That's
Mhm.
cool.
Cool. I guess we're gonna wrap up now then.
Yeah.
So thanks for watching us tonight. Hope you like the patch.
Yeah. Hope you like the stream.
Yeah.
Someone said Pink New is cursed.
Wow, that's a good experience.
I'm gonna come over here.
Caesar's best boy was the best girl. I mean, there's even a T-shirt.
There's a best girl
on
T-shirt
the-
for Sigrid, right?
What's the name of the thing? No More Heroes.
No More Heroes. Yeah. And thank you guys for playing the game. There's a lot of lovely comments going on in the chat. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Play Pat's Groove next time.
Yeah, I'd love to play that.
Oh yeah. All right. Bye.
Take care, guys. Let us know what you think.